Hey, what's going on, dreamers? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Gerald, aka G. I'm the owner of Dreams R Us LLC. I do everything outdoor related, outdoor recreation. That's kayaks, ATVs, bonfires, laser tag, gardening, homestead. I got live chickens. So I just kind of record that, just my everyday life, doing me, doing what we do at Dreams R Us. So please consider subscribing. That way you can get all of the notifications of when I put up new video. And just came back off of a cruise with my fellas. We went to Norwegian Escape March 30th through April 6th, Sunday to Sunday. And I got sick. I don't know what happened, but I started getting sick like the last day of the cruise, around like Saturday. So I've been like drinking hot toddies and things like that. So I've been out of commish since then. I didn't go to work Monday and Tuesday. And then this is my regular day off. So today's Monday. And I just got tired of staying in the house, man. I got to get some fresh air. But I feel like matzo balls and gefilte fish together, man. I mean, if you know what that looks like, it tastes like, but that's kind of what I feel like, but whatever. So look, I'm trying to press my way out here because I have a mess. I have weeds everywhere. Oh my God. All right, so look at this here, man. I got weeds everywhere, man. This sucks. Every year or several times a year, I come out here and I pull the weeds and they just come right back. I use vegetation and grass killer. They coming out in my hardscape here, and so I'm gonna plan on trying to pull as much as I can out and try to get this back in order. Here I have my cilantro, and cilantro just, I don't know, man, it's invasive. It's just like the mint. I started off with a small section, like just right here or whatever, and then it just took off and it just utilized all of this area, and I got weeds mixed in with that and whatever. So coming around here, you can see the mint coming out the sides right here. It's all outside of the boundary. This is weeds, mint, rosemary right here. I got to take some of this old stuff out, but this is new rosemary, just came up here. This is nice and green. So rosemary's going through there. Then I got mint growing all in there. It's coming all out of this side. But all this is mint. Mint coming out of the ground. Look at that. I'm telling you, you gotta watch yourself with mint. I mentioned this before on my channel in previous posts, that mint is very invasive and you need to contain it. And what did I do? I did exactly the opposite. I did not contain it. Put it in the damn ground, and boom, it's everywhere, coming out of the crevices. And it's all on the other side of the fence. I don't know. I'm gonna lean over the fence, see if you can see it. But it's all down there, man. All growing up there. So if you need some mojitos or some mint tea, I'm the man. I can give you plenty. But back to the weeds. Look. These are where my elephant ears come up. So I got to pull all of this. This is going to be an ordeal for me. But I got to do it. All right. And here it is over here too. Got it all in there. That's weeds I need to pull. Here's my chiffon plant. That does very well. And that thing, I need to cut that back some. I did have some daylilies in there. As you can see, the greenery. That'll shoot through as well. And those are like the orange, like vibrant blood orange color. So I need to get this back under control and beautify this area again. So same with here. Look at this crap. I didn't have any problems year after year. Now all of a sudden, well, this is due to the moles. The moles are making tunnels, breaking through the waterproofing membrane that I have underneath all of this, and now I get freaking weeds. So the only thing I could do is either burn it with the torch, and then, or use the vegetation killer, right? So I'll probably be using both. But you can see it's all in my hardscape coming through. This is not as bad, but I'm sure it's gonna come through. Right now I have moss that's in here, but it kind of adds character, so it's not as bad. But all in the mulch here, all that needs to be picked and pulled. These things right here, I hate them, whatever these are, but when you touch them, the freaking seeds pop off, man, and they pop all over the ground, and next thing you know, you got new germination of weeds. So I need to come through and cut it, because it's all through here. So I don't know what's going on with grass. All right, so in here, it looks like my strawberry plants are coming up, so that's pretty cool. And then you can see this big, massive freaking hole right there. Now I have those voles. I have moles and voles. And the voles last year, they ate up all my daggone sweet potatoes. So that ain't a good thing. So I'm sure I'm gonna have some volunteers to come through here, because this is where I had the cucamelon. And now I have all these weeds. So I gotta pull all of this, possibly till it. And then here's my blackberry bush. Looks like I'm getting new canes. The primal canes are coming. I'm sorry, not the primal, maybe the floral cane. The floral cane is the secondary cane. So this year I really need to trellis it, because this fence is not going to do the job. All right. And what do you know? Here we go. More freaking mint. Man, this sucks. Mint is everywhere. Look at that. It's all in my daggone bearded irises. My hydrangeas back there is all embedded in that. And then here's the chiffon once again coming up. Chiffon is a part of the hibiscus family. And I gave my daughter some in Florida, and she planted it, and hopefully, well, right now it is growing. So I'm just hoping that it builds a root system and create a tree such as this. But this is massive. So we'll see. Oh, my girls want to say hi. Say, hey, girls. All right. Now look at all of this mulch right here, you know. Excuse me. So there's weeds all embedded in there, and I'm hoping my girls will come in and the hens will scratch all of this area up and mix all of these, whatever these volunteers are. And this is a fire bush. Oh my God! And this thing just got massive. Okay, and here's another chiffon tree right here. I'm also post the name of the other name it goes by. Okay, but then you can see that I did not plant this over here. This just appeared. I cut it down once before, and then it came back again. So that thing's massive, and it attracts Japanese beetles, which they love to mate in this thing for some reason. But you get so many flowers. It's still beautiful, but it makes it look ugly because they sit there and mate in it, and then they eat whatever, and then it just turns it into some nasty looking flowers. And this thing, oh my God, this needs to be trimmed. This is totally out of control. This is the biggest it's gotten thus far, and it's not supposed to be that huge. So I don't even know how the hell I'm going to trim this thing, but I gotta find my way. And oh, here we go. Here's some more blackberry bushes that I cut from off of the main plant, and I just planted in the soil, and you can see that it did root, and I'm getting leaves. So at some point I need to put that somewhere. And this right here, this is my my other blueberry bush. I haven't gotten leaves off of that yet, but I can see the buds coming up. It's another blueberry. I got leaves on this one. Hopefully I'll get some crops this year. I'll get some harvests. I got some last year, not off of this one, but I got some on the one that's over there, right there. I'll show you closer. All right. Yeah, last year I got some berries off of this one. This is the sharp blue. And that other one that was over on the other side was pink lemonade. So we'll see what happens this year. But come along with me while I mess with all these freaking weeds, man. All right, I got weeds all through here. Jesus Christmas. Try to get as much as I can up, and then I'll spray it with vegetation killer. It usually does a pretty good job. It can contain it and kill everything, generally up to 6 months. So Now, around COVID time, well, I know now COVID's been around 5 years or so, like 2020, but the downfall to that was prices went up for everything, especially pools. If you remember, guys, all the pools, I don't care if you had a little plastic pool or not, prices went crazy, right? I'm glad I had a bunch of them then, but I got off a topic. I wasn't talking about pools. It was the vegetation weed killer, because I think everybody was they were home and they was doing gardening and all that, and they were trying to like buy this stuff, so all the prices went up. So I bought like a 2.5 gallon container previous years, right? And then I spent something like $60 for it. Now it went up to $238 during that time, and it stayed that way for several years. So I wasn't spending that kind of money on it, man. I'm like, hell with that. I will find another method. So I just used my torch and burned the crap out of it. Used a combination of salt, bleach, all that crap. And I mean, I did have some leftover vegetation killer from previous years, so I just used that sparingly, right? I didn't go overboard. I very probably used it lightly, so I ended up having to come back and do weed killing or treatment more than twice a year, because like I said, I was watering it down. I wasn't using full strength. So right now it's back down, so I need to hurry up and order it. It's $73. The price is right for the year that we're in now. I spent $60 something 5 or 6 years ago, so $73 is not bad for 2.5 gallons. So I'll go ahead and buy another 2.5 gallons and go ahead and treat a lot of this area. Need my trusty knee pad, man. These knees is not good, especially these are rocks, so I don't care if you got good knees or not. You ain't gonna be putting your knees in these freaking little rocks here. For some reason I'm getting hungry. I had some cream of wheat, man. That soothed my stomach a lot. I needed something warm for my throat. I'm sipping on some Theraflu hot toddy mix. All right, what is that? Sorry, guys. So Theraflu hot toddy mix. All right, I just went on and put maybe 2 tablespoons of honey, a tablespoon of lemon, and I threw like a half a shot of whiskey in there, a pinch of sugar, and then the Theraflu mix with hot water, with about 10 ounces of hot water. Mixed it all up, and that's what I've been sipping on. I've been doing that since I've been back, but some of the times I have not mixed it with whiskey. I just did everything else, and the whiskey kind of just opens up your sinuses and the coal in your lungs or whatever. So now I think I'm on the draining phase, because now I'm doing a lot of coughing up phlegm and blowing my nose. So hopefully, like I said, I'm on that tail end, because this is annoying as hell. I hate being sick. And since I had my surgery, which I had my surgery a long time ago, right? My spinal surgery, my immune system is not worth 5 cents. So I get sick very easy, even if I try to do preventive maintenance, right? So I love when everybody, they give you advice. I know everybody means well. They're like, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you do that. All right, well, I do, but I still freaking get sick. Doesn't matter. I can go and see my folks down South Carolina, right? I come back, I'm sick. I saw my daughter a couple years ago, went to Florida, Jacksonville, came back sick. No, it just doesn't matter, man. I just have to kind of just know that I'm going to end up getting sick when I come back from these places. And I just have to treat myself. So thank God that I do get sick leave. And it's separate from my annual leave. So I don't have to use my annual leave for this. All right. I'm going to take y'all along to another area because this little small section is probably almost done. And I have a lot more areas to conquer. All right. So I'll see you in a bit. You know, this is painstaking, right? But you got to do it. There's kind of no way around it other than you hire somebody to do it for you. But I don't know. Kind of alleviates me actually working in my own yard, you know? I mean, I can get somebody to do the weeds, and then I can do what I do best is, you know, plant my crops and all that other stuff, and I can let somebody else do the weeding. But I don't know. It's whether you want to be frugal or not, and I'm frugal, so I ain't trying to pay nobody to come out here and do this. So I just don't complain. I mean, I'm gonna complain, but you know, it is what it is. I complain too much, then I just have to be like, all right, I'm done with it. I ain't gonna be doing this no more. And then I'll try to get somebody to come in here and de-weed all of this crap that I got going on in here. So I have a swarming beehive that's been here, or wasp or whatever. I'm just hoping they don't come out and try to sting me, because I don't know if I'm still allergic to them like I was when I was younger. And I ain't trying to find out for real. Rip. Look at all these weeds I got so far. This is crazy. I'm gonna definitely empty this. Whoa, that's a nice little fat juicy worm right here. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see this? I'm gonna show get these to my girls. I don't know. Yeah, leave it alone. I'm going back all the way over there. They'll find their own worms when I let them out. But right now, I'm not gonna let them out because they're gonna be all up in my face, thinking I'm helping them to find bugs, and I'm up here trying to pick weeds. So that's not my goal. It's to help them right now. That's not the way it works. So when I first started this out, though, I mean, I put cardboard all through here, and it kind of suppressed the weeds. But you know, cardboard breaks down over years into mulch. So that cardboard is no longer. Oh, it's a nice little another worm. Get in there. So obviously the cardboard is gone, and I mean, I can either redo this, put more cardboard around the areas that, like here, it doesn't have any plants, and I probably will do that. All right, this is what I've done so far. I mean, I cleaned out a lot of the bigger weeds, and then, like I said, I'll just spray the vegetation killer. I'm coming over here, clean. Oh, there will be wasp. Cleaned out some of that. I can probably clean this little area up a little bit more, but for the most part, this cilantro, I'm gonna have to do something with that. Take it out. Moving right along, guys. Gotta figure out what I'm gonna eat for lunch, or if I'm gonna bypass lunch and just eat dinner. I know it is 2:15. I might do that. Oh, excuse me. There's these little poppy things again. They just popped on me. Damn, gun it. Look at they just popping everywhere. Sucks. I don't know if I try to be delicate with them, but I don't know. They just want to pop goes the weasel. For real. But I'm gonna spray this area, so whatever size it wants to germinate for this year, the vegetation killer will kill them, but they will come back, unfortunately. Now, and I haven't found any of the serpents in our yard, so that's a good thing. I'm just hoping that I don't, because I'm digging all up in these rocks, and that's where they like to live. But I'm keeping a watchful eye. Sometimes you just don't know. Roll up on them. But I haven't encountered any since I've been here, really, other than when we built the addition, and that was during Cinco de Mayo 2015. So, and that was only due to we had a lot of rain during that time, and it washed down from another area, and then we just had nothing but pockets of mud and dirt, so it swept in some kind of way, and then it ended up getting in the house in the basement, and that's when we had our dog Oreo and our bird Moray, whatever you want to spell Moray. She's a girl, but most of the time I say Maury, and that was an African gray. So, and our son called, Kobe did, and was like, thought I was playing a joke on him, and I staged a fake snake, and it intertwined in one of those. We had one of the those plastic children gates, makes like a big old square or octagon or whatever. It's one of the breakdown fold, trifold, three folds, whatever you want to call them. And that's where we used to keep our girl Oreo. Used to be in there before we built her bed and what is now Cheryl's office. And I'm at work. Kobe calls and like, what makes you think I'm playing a joke on you with a snake? I would never play like that. I'm like, is it moving? He's like, no, it's just standing still. I don't remember all the details, but I was like, all right, well, I'll be home. So, and I wanted him to get Oreo out of there or whatever, but I just said, look, I think at some point, I don't remember once again all the details, and I don't know if Oreo wasn't in there already and Oreo was out. I think Oreo was already out. And I wanted him to just close the door so the snake wouldn't leave out the room and like stuff something underneath of the door. But anyway, bottom line is when I got home, the snake was gone. It was no longer coiled in the containing gate, child's gate, whatever you want to call it. So I had to locate it, which was the worst. So I started moving bags, moving all that, and I found it in the corner, coiled up in the corner, sitting on some bags. So try to remove it, try to contain it. Needless to say, it was a poisonous snake. It was a cottonmouth, and we don't even have those around here. Once again, it got washed in because we had a lot of rain that week, and on top of, we were building our addition. So, but I battled it, managed to get it outside, got it up the steps. And man, this little sucker, man, he lunged at me and everything. I've never seen a snake lunge. I have video of it, but I don't know where that footage is anymore. But I had a stick, man, and I battled that bad boy. And that's all you hear in the thing. I mean, it was bad video back in the day with our phones. But I popped his tail good, man, and that's all you hear on the video is, BAM! And you see the snake jump up in the air. So then I take the machete and cut his head off. I know, we're not supposed to kill snakes, but look, this was a cottonmouth. I was not trying to be eco-friendly and all that and trying to appease PETA. Look, I wanted to get that snake out of there because my dog goes outside, and I didn't want one day come home and Oreo was gone. So I did chop his head off. Sorry, y'all. And so that was the only instance that I've had really of a snake. And then actually I did have a garden snake, but you know, garden snakes they're harmless. And that's it. And I've been here since 2000 and 7. So I've been here quite a long time, and I mean, I have a lot going on. Woods, rocks. I mean, where I have my wood staged. I built a storage area for my firewood. It can be all up in there. Now I have all other kind of animals like freaking possums and groundhogs and all that. Every animal likes to come in here and make it its home, especially these cats, these feral cats. I thought the cats would actually assist in the mole population, but them Bamas are lazy. They don't do a damn thing but sit here and have freaking babies. They worse than the rabbits. So, like I say, the rabbits like banging like jackrabbits. The freaking cats are doing the most, and they ain't doing nothing to earn their keep. I would think that they would try to get the moles and the voles. Some Bamas just go underneath the shed, and next thing you know, there's a bunch of freaking babies running around here. Then they want to bury their poop in my landscape, and cover it up with the little rocks. I'm like, ain't this a mother? But anyway, I'm sure they'll be back. They come every year, and I gotta run them away. So, all right, y'all, to the next little section.